Desk, KMPH Fox 26 sports anchor Nick King back in the great outdoors this week, but he's staying super close to home, finding some fun for the whole family without even leaving town. Here is In Your Backyard with Nick King.
Don't come off, I'll drag you through the weeds. Hot dog, there's a fish in there, folks.
You forget Fresno's a half mile from here at the most. Not that I don't love Fresno, I do. I've lived there all my life. But it is kind of nice to get out, get a little sun on the face, get a little wet when a fish splashes you.
The thing that I hear all the time is, I had no idea this was here, and I can't believe I'm so close to Fresno. I feel like I'm in the wilderness.
Okay, we are really in your backyard this week, staying in Fresno on the San Joaquin River. Because with all those triple-digit days during the summer, you need somewhere that's just minutes away to cool off. And I'm telling you, this is it.
The San Joaquin River is the second longest river in California, well over 300 miles from the high Sierras to San Francisco. But we're focusing on the 22-mile stretch from the Friant Dam to Highway 99, the most accessible section for Central Valley recreation. The best way to experience all of the scintillating scenery has to be a kayak or canoe trip.
You cannot believe how beautiful it is. You're paddling under gigantic 100-year-old oak trees. That's a really special way to get to know the San Joaquin River.
You'll need a few cars, but a great route is the 8 or so miles from Lost Lake Park to the Fort Washington Beach area. I took the trip with a bunch of kids participating in Fresno River Sports' River Camp. The San Joaquin River Parkway and Conservation Trust does a similar week-long summer camp, as does the City of Fresno's Life and Environmental Sciences program. All a great way to learn about yourself, about your environment, and perhaps most importantly, water safety.
We wear a life jacket, going to the river with a buddy, making sure you understand what the current is and what the flow is like so that you can always stay safe. And a lot of the kids in our valley don't have a lot of experience in the natural world. We're all on video games and computers, and so bringing them out to get their hands dirty and searching for tadpoles and putting their feet in the stream is just incredible.
You can find plenty of kayakers with fishing poles too, especially at Sycamore Island, which features a half-dozen ponds that sit just next to the river. There are bass, trout, bluegill, and crappie fish. And even though the area is only open Friday through Sunday, a man named Bill Toole spent 103 days here in 2015 and caught 738 fish.
It's even kind of fun when you miss them. You know, because at least you're doing something, you're not sitting home. There could be worse things you could do with your life than sit out here and not catch fish.
To drive your car to Sycamore Island, you'll go just past Valley Children's Hospital in Madera. But really, you're a few hundred yards from Fresno's Paul Manise Shopping Center in the area called River West. And still, oftentimes, the only thing you'll hear out here is the wind.
You'll see bald eagles, hawks, osprey, bobcats, skunk, deer.
Even if you're not on a kayak or boat, plenty of people out here on tubes for a little float. And there are a couple of rope swings to be found when the water flow is high enough. Plus, I know from experience, the river's a great place to help your friend baptize his puppy. Now, we also can't talk about the river without mentioning the trash. It is disheartening enough to see the cans and bottles everywhere, but a group called River Tree Volunteers has pulled up 8,000 tires in the last 13 years. The day I met them, they found multiple mattresses and box springs, an old refrigerator, and a 20-year-old payphone. River Tree says in an average year, they're collecting 40 tons of trash from the river. 40 tons in water that's ultimately used for drinking purposes in agriculture. Now here's the good news. Whether they're in canoes or rappelling up and down the bluffs, it's a great workout if you want to help.
We have some athletic teams like the Spartans have come out and help us lift tractor trailer tires off the bottom of the river or from stuck deep in mud and literally carrying them 80, 100 feet up the bluff. or lifting them up into canoes, then paddling canoes and having races in the canoes.
Ideally, there would be more river access points for the public. Right now, there's maybe 7 or 8 official spots in this 22-mile stretch. But the best way to make that happen might be an increase in use and interest. It's just not a bad way to spend a day in the sun. In your backyard from the San Joaquin River, Nick King, Fox 26 Sports.